Om
Asmadgurubhyo namaha. Om Paramarishibhyo namah Paramarishibhyaha. Om Namah Paramarishibhyo namah Paramarishibhyaha. Om Purnamidam Purnamadaha Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Ishavasyamidam sarvam Yatkincha jagatyam jagat Tena tyaktena bhungitha Magruda kasya svidhanam. Om Kasyapam jatam Narayana padasritam Sriman-Narayanam Vande Yatishriyajusham Krishnam Kamalapatraksham Punyashravanakirtanam Vasudevam Jagadyonim Naumi Narayanam Harim Krishnaya Yadavendraya Jnanamudraya Yogine Nathaya Rukminisaya Namo Vedanta Vedine. Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Om Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Jai Shri Manarayana.
Last week we went through sloka, started with sloka 8.
7 to 10.
7, okay. Badri, please proceed.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's review sloka 7.
Chapter 18. Moksha Sannyasa Yogaha. Sloka 7. Niyatasyutu Sannyasaha Karmano Nopapadyate Moha Tasya Parityagaha Tamasaha Parikirtitaha. Jai Shri Manarayana. Chapter 18, Sloka 7 summary. Lord Krishna said, but renunciation of prescribed duty is not proper. Abandonment of duty due to delusion is declared as tamas. Jai Shri Manarayana.
Jai Shri Manarayana. Any questions on this? No? Okay, we'll move on to sloka 8.
I can read it.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Dukkha-mityeva yat-karma kaya klesha bhayat tyajet sakrutva rajasam tyagam naiva tyaga phalam labhet. Chapter 18, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, Sloka 8 summary. Jai Shri Narayana. Lord Krishna said, one who abandons a work as troublesome out of fear of bodily suffering performs Rajasic Tyaga and never attains the fruit of renunciation. Jai Shri Narayana.
Jai Shri Narayana. Any questions on this? No? Review sloka 9.
I can go ahead.
Yeah, please.
Chapter 18, Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, Sloka 9. Karyamityeva yat karma niyatam kriyate Arjuna, Sangam tvaktva phalam chaiva satyaga satviko mataha.
Okay.
Jai Srimanarayana, chapter 18, sloka 9 summary. Lord Krishna said, O Arjuna, whatever obligatory work is performed merely as duty, after giving up attachment and fruit, that tyaga, renunciation, is considered as sattvika. Jai Srimanarayana.
Jai Srimanarayana. So we learned about Tamasic Tyaga, Rajasic Tyaga, and Sattvic Tyaga. Okay, Sloka 10.
Yeah, I can go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Jai Srimanarayana, chapter 18, sloka 10. Nadveshta kushalam karma, kushalena anushajyate, tyagi sattva samavishto, medhavi chinna samshayaha. Jai Srimanarayana, chapter 18, sloka 10 summary. Lord Krishna said, Tyagi, one who has renounced the fruits of actions, one who is imbued with sattva, one who has wisdom, one who has doubts cut off, neither hates inauspicious work nor gets attached to auspicious work. Jai Srimanarayana.
Jai Srimanarayana. So we need to become Sattvic Tyagis. Right? So that is our goal. Any questions on this one? We'll quickly go through this checklist. So Sattvic Tyagis are the ones who perform all prescribed duties and give up the results. We'll see what is giving up results mean, but yeah, they give up the results. So basically, they do not start or stop the work depending on whether it is auspicious or inauspicious. So they won't see whether, oh, this is good, then I start it. This is not, this is inauspicious. See, the auspicious, inauspicious is or desirable or undesirable don't come into picture because it is prescribed duty, right? Once it is prescribed for us, we need to do those duties. And whether it is desirable for us, agreeable to us, or pleasure, gives pleasure to us, we like it, we don't like it, doesn't matter. We do not start or stop based on whether it is desirable, agreeable, likable. We always do it. Okay. Do not worry before starting the work, thinking if the result is going to be desirable or undesirable. So there's no question of thinking about the work before starting it. Because it has to be done, we will do it. Doesn't matter whether the result is going to be desirable or not desirable. So there is no worry part of it. Do not hate the work while doing the work when it is not pleasing or not giving the desired result. And these are all the things that we feel. Typically, we know that we need to do it, but if we don't think that it is likable, then we start hating it while we are doing it. or if we don't think the result is going to be what we are going to expect, then also we'll not have a good feeling about doing it. We start hating the work. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it anyway. I mean, why am I in this situation? So that kind of a feeling comes. That should not happen for Sattvic Tyagis. They simply do the work because it's prescribed duty. They do not hate the work after the work is completed. All these seem to be little bit, I mean, they seem almost the same, but there is a slight difference. So while doing the work, we are absolutely fine. We did it as a Tyaga Buddhi, and Tyaga nature only. So we did it as prescribed duty. We did not have any worries before starting it. We did not think whether it is likable, not likable, auspicious, inauspicious. We didn't do any of those things. We did it. Okay. Now, after the work is completed, we developed some kind of expectation, and when that expectation is not met, then we start hating it. I should not have done it. If I had known before, then I would not have done it. I hate it. That should not happen. Like say for example, we did our duty of helping a friend or doing the charity work or raising family, and then when we are doing it, we didn't have any expectation. We said, okay, I'm doing it with Tyaga nature only. I'm giving up fruits of all our actions. I don't have any, I'm not checking whether the result is going to be desirable, undesirable. But after the work is completed, situation comes up in such a way that we get hurt. We feel that hurt. Like let us say we did a charity work, but they did not recognize us, or they gave that recognition to somebody else, which we had no idea before. Or we helped someone in the family, we supported someone in the family, and now they don't show it back to us with the same kind of with respect or whatever. They're not respecting us. I mean, we didn't expect that they have to respect us before when we started doing it, but after we did it, when they are not respecting us, are not showing the whatever auspicious reaction for us, then we think, oh, I should not have done that activity. So then the Tyaga Buddhi is gone. Okay. So so we said, oh, I hate it that I did it for you. I should not have done it. That should not happen at all in our mind. Then it is Sattvika Tyaga. Do not get attached to the work. So these are all the ones that are like we did not like, right? So before starting, during the work, or after the work is completed, something is undesirable that is happening that we should not hate. Now so there are the opposite, right? So the work is really good, so we expect we really like it. Okay. Now we should not get attached to the work, even if it gives a desirable result. So no attachment, saying, oh, this is my work, I like it, I want to do it, and I tell 10 people saying, oh, I did it. Getting attached to it, this is my work. Do not choose to do the work just because you like it, right? So that is not prescribed. So once, if it is not prescribed, but I like it, so let me do it. That should not be there. We have to do only the prescribed work. Liking, disliking should not apply to, liking should not apply to the non-prescribed work, and then we start doing it. Got it? then do not repeat the work again and again, even when it is not needed, just because the work is enjoyable. Like we enjoy it, so I keep doing it again and again when it is not prescribed, when it is not needed. Do not claim the work and result is their own when the result is desirable. So we started the work with no intention of saying that it is my work, right? We simply did it as a matter of fact, and because it's prescribed duty, I need to do it. I will do it. I'm doing it, giving up the result. But after the work is completed, because the work is desirable, now I start claiming that, I did it. Okay, so that is also should not be there. So these are all the things that we need to make sure when we do the work. If we want to do it as Sattvic Tyaga, we do not hate or get attached to the work that we are doing, and give up the results, give up the fruits of actions. That is Sattvic Tyaga. Any questions on this? No? Okay, we'll start with Sloka 11 today. Okay. I'll start with the prayer. Om Asmatgurubhyo Namaha. Krishno Rakshatu no Jagatraya Guruhu. Krishnam Namasyamyaham. Krishne Namarasetravo Vinihataha. Krishnaya Tasmai Namaha. Krishnadeva Samuthitam Jagadidam. Krishnasya Dasosmyaham. Krishne Tishtati Sarvametadakhilam. He Krishna Samrakshamam. Jai Sriman Narayana. Start with Sloka 11. Okay. Please stand. Nahi deha bhruta sakyam.
Nahi deha bhruta sakyam
Tyaktum karmanyaseshataha.
tyaktum karmanyaseshataha.
Yastu karma phalatyagi.
Yastu karma phalatyagi.
Satyagi tyabhidhiyate.
Satyagi tyabhidhiyate.
Let's chant together. Nahi deha bhrata sakyam. Tyaktum karmanyaseshataha. Yastu
karma phalatyagi. Satyagi
Satyagi. Okay. So Lord Krishna says that already explained in the previous slokas that Tyaga does not mean giving up the actions. It is giving up the fruits of actions, right? So we need to perform our prescribed duties, as prescribed in the scriptures, based on, the Varnasrama, where we are. I think we explained that in the text here. Okay, so we need to perform our prescribed duties. Why? Because nahi deha bhruta sekyam tyaktum karmani aseshataha. For whoever is embodied, like for all of us, we have the body, right? For us, it is not possible to give up all our actions. It is nahi deha bhruta sekyam tyaktum karmani aseshataha, completely. So we cannot completely abandon our actions. Why? Because we need to live, right? We need to eat food for living. Unless we do some actions, the food will not come to our table, right? We have to do something, and we have to take care of our body. We have to clean it up. We have to brush our teeth, take bath, and all that. So for that, we need to do the work, and we need to. We need we need people to take care of us. We live in a society. We need somebody to protect us, or we protect other people. So basically, as a person, with body, just because we have the body, we have to do the work. Okay, so we cannot escape that. We cannot completely abandon that. So what Lord Krishna is saying is, yaha, so whoever, karma phalatyagi, whoever is giving up, whoever gives up the fruits of the actions, karma phalatyagi, sahatyagi iti abhidiyate. That person is called as tyagi, renoncer. Okay, so tyagi does not mean giving up the actions and then running away from the society, from family, from society. But tyagi means that whoever does the prescribed duties, whatever is needed in order for us to live, because we took birth in this body, we have certain responsibilities that are given to us due to our birth. So we need to do those things, but we have to do them giving up the fruits of our actions. Okay. So, I give some text here. So apart from taking care of our body, so we have, in order to take care of our body, we breathe air, we drink water, we eat food. Okay. And we live on this earth, right? We use all the material, that comes from earth. We use sunlight. So we need fire. So all these things, we really don't own them, right? They're not ours. They're not anybody's actually. They're, air is not anybody's. Nobody is charging us. Okay, you are living 90 years, so you have to, we charge you, $10,000 for breathing the air. Nobody's charging. We're not paying anybody. Same is the case with sun. Sunlight is coming for everyone on this earth. So free of cost, right? We think that. So we are making use of all these things for our survival. Okay, so these are the natural forces: air, water, earth, fire, all these, sun. They're all the natural forces. In our scriptures, they are the devatas. They are the manifested form of the devatas. So again, devatas are different from God. Okay, typically there is confusion that sun god, they will say, right? sun is only devata. Okay, there's only one God. If you start saying everyone God, 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 then it appears that there are multiple gods. So in our scriptures, it is very clear. Unfortunately, those who have studied in Hindu philosophy, who have come from outside and studied Hindu philosophy without really going through all the scriptures or talking to the people who really know, they started thinking that these devatas are gods. And then they thought, okay, now because these people are believing in so many devatas, that means so many gods, then Hinduism is a multi-god religion. They believe in multiple gods. That is not correct. Our scriptures say there is only one God. Doesn't matter, even one God for the entire universe. Whether we claim to believe in God, which sect, which race, which country, whatever we say or don't say about God, they still, everyone belong to, there are children of one God only. There's only one God who is creating the whole thing, supporting the whole thing, protecting the whole thing. So not just Earth, the entire universe. So there's one God, but all these natural forces, we pray to them as devatas. Okay, so in our scriptures, because these devatas are supporting us, they are the ones who are actually doing the work on the ground, right? That we see, So of course, they are getting the energy support from Paramatma only. But let's say sun is shining. Sun is giving the energy. So, and because of sun, we are able to survive. And I'm able to do all the activities. So for whatever activities that I'm doing, because I'm making use of sun's energy, I kind of get indebted to sun, right? I need to offer, my respect to sun, God. I should not say God again. See, this is the thing, right? Sun, typically whenever we say sun God comes, that is not the right thing. Sun Devata. So we need to pay respect to sun Devata or air Devata, water Devata. Water means, rain, the one who is giving us the rains. We need to pay respect to earth Devata. So that paying respect or sacrificing our work for their sake, thinking that I'm able to make use of the energy from sun or breathing air, Vayu Devata, drinking water that is coming through rains, Varuna Devata. So I need to pay respect to them. If I don't, then I'm not doing my duty properly. So we need to do whatever we do for their sake, for respecting them or for honoring them, or in sacrifice of those devatas. That is called Deva Yajna. Okay, so there are, in our scriptures, we have the activities that are listed for Deva Yajna. So this is part of the Pancha Mahayajnas. So apart from taking care of our body, okay, because we are making use of the while taking care of our body, we also have dependency on so many things. We need to honor, respect, do our sacrifices for their sake. Otherwise, we will be indebted. We will be acquiring the karmic bondage that we need to pay later, right? So one of them is Deva Yajna. Second is Manushya Yajna. Very quickly, I'll go through. So Apart from devatas, we also depend on other people as well. Some people we know, some people we don't know. So we need to pay respect to manushas as well. Okay, that we can do by feeding the needy, providing them shelter, giving them education. Whoever needs food, shelter, education, we do the charity work, either giving money or resources or our time, showing our love, respect to them. See, this is the needy because, let's say, say, Bill Gates, gave us some money, right? We were in need, and or indirectly Bill Gates is, let's say, helping me. There's no way I can, even if I try to repay Bill Gates, it will be useless for him because he already has everything. So these yajnas are done, are the duties that are given to us so that we can reciprocate the same, not to the same person, but we can reciprocate to other people. So if, let's say, Bill Gates helped me, doesn't mean that I have to, I should repay the debt back to him only. Our scriptures say that you can do that to another needy person. So that way, we can get rid of our debt that we are going to accrue, right? Because we are using somebody's, somebody's helping us, and if we don't, reciprocate, then it is like we are making use of something and we are not paying back. So we are acquiring some debt, right? So we should reciprocate, need not be to the same person, but to other people. So that is typically we provide charity work, do the charity work. That is Manusha Yajna. Then Pitru Yajna. Okay, so we got this body from our parents. Parents got the body from their parents. So I did not get this body by myself, right? So my parents, they struggle throughout their life. They basically have me and brought me, from birth till so far, wherever I am, right? They were responsible for where I am today, right? My body is, I got the body from them, so I need to, again, that would be the debt that I will be accruing if I don't do anything in return for it. So obviously we cannot do the same thing like back to the parents or forefathers. So our scriptures say that we should do things like offering oblations to the departed souls, our forefathers, whoever have departed. We pay respect to them. We offer oblations, the Tiruvajjana program, and carrying forward the lineage, okay, taking care of future generation, just like how our parents, forefathers took care of their kids. We need to take care of our kids. That way we can repay back that debt. That way we are doing the yajna, the Pitru Yajna, passing on traditions, customs, culture, knowledge, whatever we acquired, we pass it on. So those are the activities that are prescribed for us for doing the Pitru Yajna. Then we got this knowledge through the rishis, and rishis, they struggled, worked hard. They got this knowledge. They passed it on to their disciples. They passed it on to their own disciples. So there is a lineage of rishis or acharyas. From them, we are getting this knowledge. Otherwise, it would have been impossible for us to For example, for me to get this kind of knowledge without my acharya giving me this knowledge. So I need to do I need to do activities in recognition of that, or in honor of that, or as a sacrifice I need to do. So again, I cannot teach back the same thing to acharyas. Obviously, that's not that would not be needed. So I pass it on to future generations. So as a Rishi Yajna, following we studied they provided all the knowledge to us. So we need to study those scriptures. We need to put in effort to study those scriptures. That is the Rishi Yajna with conviction. I want to learn. I want to learn and pass it on to future generations. I need to do everything that I can. So that is the Rishi Yajna or Brahma Yajna. And finally, the Bhuta Yajna. So not just human beings, devatas, helping us, parents. We have other all beings, right? Like birds, animals, insects, everything, trees. All these are helping us. Are supporting us in order for us to survive. So we need to pay respect. We need to do activities in their respect. So that is Bhuta Yajna. We can do that by taking care of animals, birds, trees, taking care
Nature.
of the environment. We should not be doing anything to disturb the nature. We need to provide food and shelter to the animals when needed. So if we do that, then we are doing the Bhuta Yajna. So these 5 yajnas, Pancha Mahayajnas, are prescribed for us. Okay, apart from the survival activities, like I need to earn money, so I go and do the job. Okay, yes, that is, and then I need to take care of my family, right? Providing food for them. But apart from my own survival, my own family's survival, I should be doing this 5 Pancha Mahayajnas. And when we call them as yajna, because again, we are not doing it to gain something out of it. We are doing it as our duty, right? It's a prescribed duty for us. We are doing it as duty. And we are doing it with a Tyaga Buddhi. So we have to do it without giving up the fruits of actions, right? So as a Tyagi, we need to perform all these actions. Okay, and that is the only way we can reduce our karmic bondage. Otherwise, our karmic bondage will keep on increasing. So if we don't do the Deva Yajna, Manusha Yajna, Pitra Yajna, Rishi Yajna, and Bhuta Yajna, if you are not doing those 5 yajnas, Panchamaha yajnas, we will be accruing karmic bondage. We don't have to kill people, harm others, and all those things to acquire karmic bondage. If we are missing this, if we are not doing these prescribed duties, that itself will start giving us karmic bondage. Now, when we do these activities, let's say I want to do Manusha Yajna. I'm going to do a charity work to feed. I want to feed the needy. Okay, when I'm doing it, I have to do it giving up the fruits of actions, and it should not have attachment to the work that I'm doing, and I should not be saying that I am doing it and everybody should respect me, all that. So those are things that we already learned, right? So all those, while doing these yajnas, we have to do it as a service to God. Serve all beings as service to God. So if we do, then we will not be acquiring more karmic bondage. we'll be clearing our karmic bondage in fact. So we need to give up the fruits of activities, phalatyaga, give up the attachment to the activities, sangatyaga, and give up the agency or doership, and that is kartrutva tyaga. With these three tyagas, if we do, then we are called tyagi. And what are we doing? We are doing our nitya naimitya karmas, yajna, dana, and tapas. Okay. So if we are doing whatever is prescribed for us, if we are doing it, then we are we are getting rid of our karmic bondage. We are not acquiring new karmic bondage. Any questions on that?
Bhuta Tyaga, Manusha Tyaga. Can you just sorry, not Bhuta Yajna, Manusha Yajna.
Yeah.
Understand.
So Manusha is other human beings. Bhuta is everyone else. I mean, everything else. So birds, animals, insects, or things like trees, plants, the entire nature, right? So they are also bhutas, right? So we need to take care of them. That is bhuta yajna.
So Deva Yajna, right? The Daiva Yajna. So in the previous chapters, Lord Krishna mentioned that I am the God. You should pray me, right? I think you should always come and ask me, kind of a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here he's saying we should do the Deva Yajna, Devatas. We need to pray Devatas and do Yajna. So, I don't understand it because I think it's a little contradictory to what he previously said, right? I think he's saying don't pray there. I mean, I don't think he said don't pray.
No. The Lord Krishna didn't say that don't pray to devatas. He actually said that you have to pray to devatas. Yeah. Devatas are the ones who are giving us everything. Third chapter.
But we need to recognize that Devatas does not have not independent enough. They need to still.
Yeah. So in third chapter, 11th sloka, Devan bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantaha shreyah paramavapsyatha. So he said, we have to do the yajna, we have to offer to the devatas. Okay. We have to work together with each other. That's what he said.
Okay.
So, Ishtan Bhogan Hivo Deva, next one. Then whoever does not offer like this, whoever does not offer to the devatas and cooks for themselves, that is Sloka 13, chapter 3. Yeah, they will be acquiring papa, he said. So, yeah, we need to pray to devatas, but we have to remember that all these devatas are also getting the energy, the abilities from Paramatma only. They are supported by Paramatma. So that is what comes later in the later chapters. Of course, when we do any homa, we pray to the devata. Start from devata, like a fire. Devata is the one who takes the things to other devatas. So there is entire. The scriptures don't say don't pray to devatas. We have to, but don't think they are the god. I mean, that is where the difference is.
Okay. Yeah. Understand.
So Deva Yajna, I mean, when we are offering to Devata, of course, when we are offering to even Manusha, when we are doing Manusha Yajna, Bhuta Yajna, everywhere we are saying that I'm doing it as service to God only. Okay, I'm doing that activity and I'm doing it as service to God. Okay, so even Manusha Yajna, I'm not saying, I should not be thinking while doing it, I'm serving XYZ. I have to do it as service to God only.
Okay.
That's when it becomes Yajna.
Yeah, first yajna, right?
Yeah.
Service to God.
I'm not doing it to serve myself or serve that person as, I mean, of course, that, I'm feeding somebody, that person is going to eat. But when with the thinking behind the intention or our the purpose for us is when we are doing it, I need to serve Paramatma. For anything that we do, we are serving Paramatma only. Okay. And through that person, it's like I'm doing service to Paramatma. I'm doing it as service to Paramatma through serving this person. When I pray to Sun Devata, I pray to Paramatma through Sun. I pray to Sun and I pray to Paramatma. So through Sun, basically. So always remember, we have to always remember that Paramatma is behind everything in this universe. He is the indweller, supporter of everyone, all beings. So whenever we are serving somebody or praying or worshipping someone, we also think of Paramatma. I'm worshipping you through this person or through this Devata.
Thank you, I understand.
Okay. Okay, we'll move on to Sloka 12. Please chant. Anishtamishtam misram cha.
Anishtamishtam cha
Trividham karmana phalam.
Trividham karmanah phalam
Bhavatyatyaginaam pretya.
bhavatyatyaginam pretya
Natu sannyasinaam kvachit.
natu sannyasinam kvachit.
Let's chant together. Anishtam
Anishtam ishtam misram cha Trividham karmanah
phalam
bhavatyatyaginaam
bhavatyatyaginam
pretya.
pretya
natu
natu sannyasinam
sannyasinam
kvachit.
kvachit.
So what happens if we don't do the activity as a tyagi? If we are not tyagi, or we don't do the activity with palatyaga, sangatyaga, and kartrutva tyaga, if you don't do that, what happens? Okay, so Lord Krishna is answering in this particular sloka. Anishtam ishtam misram cha trividham karmana phalam. So when we do any activity, normal, let's say I don't have any of this knowledge and I'm doing the activity. Okay, I am doing it, this work belongs to me, and the result is mine. Okay, whatever result I get is mine. So if I do it that way, then I'm acquiring three kinds of results. Anishtam, ishtam, misram. Anishtam is the undesirable, Ishtam is desirable, and Mishram is mixed. So these are the fruits of 3 kinds of fruits of actions. Okay. For those Atyaginam, to those who have not renounced. Okay. So and Lord Krishna is saying, Natu sannyasinam kochit. So for sannyasis, we told you, we discussed in our last session that tyagi and sannyasi are interchangeably used because they mean, mostly mean the same thing if you go into details, right? So instead of saying Tyaginam, he used the word Sannyasinam. So that clear indication that it is, they are used as synonyms. So to those who have renounced, okay, the fruits of our actions and the 3 tyagas that we talked about, for them, they never get these 3 results. Because if they, sannyasi by definition itself is that they renounce the fruits of actions, right? So because they renounce the fruits of actions, they did not acquire these 3 types of results: undesirable, desirable, and mixed. Okay. Now, any questions on this so far?
Sorry, can you repeat that, please? Sorry, I'm a little bit.
Sure. So, what is? So he said tyagis, like he explained about tyagis, right? Tyagis, and they do the 3 tyagas, right? And then they do the activity. They don't give up the activity; they do the activities. So, atyagi, the ones who are not doing those 3, they do the same activities. There is no difference, right?
Yes.
But when they do those activities, what is the difference? So Lord Krishna is saying, Atyagis, those who have not renounced the fruits of actions, they get 3 types of results. Anishtam, is undesirable. Ishtam is desirable, and Mishram is mixed. Okay. Now, this results is a little bit confusing. So I wanted to check if you have any questions before we go into the. And then why did Lord Krishna use the word pretya after death? Right. So he says bhavati pretya after, these results occur after death, he said. That means, don't they occur while they're, when they're doing the activity?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what I'm thinking.
They will also occur at the time of when we are doing the work, when we are alive.
Yes. The results occur when we do the work. No, it's not like, I do the work now and then the result occurs after 20 years.
Some will come immediately, some may come after death. We don't know, but some will definitely come.
Yeah. So one way to understand this one is that, so when we say undesirable, desirable, and mixed results, is it that, like, let us say I'm doing the activity, like I'm playing a game. Okay. If I win, it becomes desirable. If I don't win, it becomes undesirable. And of course, for mixed I won't apply there. Maybe I won, but I broke, something. I broke, or maybe I did not get enough praise or whatever. So is it that or something else? So these results are not the results of the activity itself. It is not like giving up the fruits of actions. It's not like, okay, if I do some activity and let us say I worked 8 hours a day and I got $100. It is not saying that you give up the $100. Okay, the $100 is for a tyagi, same work gives $100. For atyagi, also same work gives $100 only. But if we are doing the activity as a tyagi or without the 3 tyagas, then when we are doing that activity, we are acquiring something that is not related to that $100.
Oh.
Okay. So it's not typically we people say this is karma, right? Karma. They say whatever we are acquiring, the word karma is work. Literal meaning is work. But somehow people said, okay, if I'm doing some activity and something bad happens, right? Then people say it is his karma, right? Or something good happens, or he's carrying good karma. They say that karma, that the way they pronounce is different. So that's how a lot of people know as karma in a Western society as well. So there is the result that we are acquiring when we are doing the activity. Okay. Even if there is no result, the physical result, let's say I did the activity for 8 hours. I'm supposed to get paid, but I did not get paid at all. It really doesn't matter. If I am doing the activity without tyaga buddhi and the tyaga nature, then I'm acquiring the result no matter what the actual result is. Whether in case of that example, when I worked for 8 hours, I have to get $100, but they did not pay me. So it really doesn't mean that I gave up the result. Okay. Or I got paid $100 and I put it in a hundi. It doesn't matter. That doesn't make me giving up the result. Okay. So this result is getting, is acquired as we go along while we are doing the activity. Even if we don't do the activity, also it gets acquired. That's another thing. Because we are supposed to do a prescribed duty and we did not do a prescribed duty. So that also acquires. Now, we are if we do not do it the tyaga buddhi, we are acquiring 3 types of results. Now, if I am doing, just some examples, right? So I did the work for 8 hours. I got $100, and that $100 I donated it. Okay. Now, donated it. I prayed to God and donated it. Now, I get a desirable result. That means I'm getting punya. Okay. I'm likely to get, for that particular activity, I am acquiring punya, and I will acquire swarga. Okay. So desirable result is something that gives us, and it's likable, gives us pleasure, right? I mean, what is desirable? It's very simple. Something that we want, right? Nobody wants to be punished. Nobody wants hardships, troubles. People want good things to happen, comforts. So when we are doing the activity, some activities which are good activities, like we are doing the Manusha Yajna, but instead of when we are doing the charity work, instead of doing it with the Tyaga Buddhi, I'm doing it as a Atyagi. So I'm let us say I want people to recognize me, and I want to gain something out of it. These are some examples, right? Everybody, I should become famous, or people will know me, and I can, maybe tomorrow I can, once a lot of people know me, tomorrow I can stand, in elections, whatever. So something that I'm expecting, but the activity is good. So for that, I should, I will get a desirable result. Okay, because the activity is good, it is still going to bind me. Okay, let us come to that a little later. So then I'm doing like I'm hurting other people, or stealing money, or all these activities, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay, and without Tyaga Buddhi, as Atyagi, I'll be acquiring undesirable result, right? And mixed is both desirable and undesirable. So these results will either give me heaven for some time and then bring me back to earth, take birth as another being, either a human being or any other being, or they can give me naraka to make me suffer for those activities for some time, whatever is needed to purge the whatever needs to be purged, that evil that I did, face that. Once that is purged, then I'll come back to earth. Or when I come back to earth in my next life, I will start getting, for no reason, I may win a lottery and I may have a good life. Or even in spite of doing everything good, I'm not, people don't treat me properly, and for no reason, I may be at a disadvantage, or people are troubling me, causing physical, mental pain. We don't understand why that is happening. So these so we are getting a mixed result there. Mixed result. Sometimes we get desirable result. Sometimes we have undesirable result. Okay. Sorry, desirable experiences, you can say that way. Desirable experiences and sometimes undesirable experiences. So that is a mixed result. So these three are acquired, always acquired. It is not like they don't acquire them. Doesn't matter whether there was a result, whether the result was actually what we are expecting, not expecting. Like if I'm working 8 hours, I'm expecting $100. They gave me $120. It became desirable result for me. That's not what we are talking here. When we are doing any activity without the three tyagas, as an atyagi, if I'm doing an activity, I am always going to acquire desirable, undesirable, or mixed result, which will carry with me. Okay. Now let us say I got a lottery of $1 million, and I have a big house. Now those are the results of the works that I'm doing, with this body here in this life, right? Now, do any of those results come with me to my next life? No, right? None of those results get carried from this life to another life, right? Somebody praised me. Does it come? No. Somebody scolded me. Does it come with me? No.
No.
None of these actual results that we see that happen to us, they get carried with us. They are not for Atma. right? Unfortunately, we think that those are the ones that are more important for us. Somebody praising, somebody scolding, somebody giving, we are earning money, not earning money, all this, I got the result I wanted, I didn't get the result I wanted. None of this come with me at all. Okay. What comes with us are these results, these three results. Then if we are atyagi, okay, then either we carry of course, we may carry all three, right? Anistam, Ishtam, and Misram. Undesirable, desirable, and mixed results. Those are carrying with me even after death. $100, $1 million, 10 houses, people talking too much about me, not too, or, scolding me. People think I'm great, or people think I'm not great. None of this is coming with us. Okay. So what comes with us is if we are atyagi. Now, is that good? That's not good. If we are atyagi, we are carrying desirable result, undesirable result, or a mixed result. All three are binding only. Okay. So these three are because of how we did the work. The work is same. Atyagi does the same work. Atyagi also does the same work. So they go work for 8 hours, let us say, in order to support themselves, or as part of yajna they did it. But if I do it as a atyagi, I'm going to acquire these three results. One of those. If I'm a tyagi, I do not acquire any result at all. And if I'm a tyagi, I do not acquire any result. And that is what we need to strive for. Because these three are still binding for us.
But Varprasad garu, Jai Sri Manarayana,
Yes,
I'm sorry if you already mentioned. It is a little confusing. You're saying we acquire, and also you're saying like none of these come with us for the next life.
We are not the what is mentioned here, like the actual result. Like we earn money, we have houses, we have family, friends, society, praising us, scolding us, all this, whatever is happening as a result of our activities here.
Okay.
Those results don't get carried forward. They don't carry with us. The results that are carried are if we are doing the activities as atyagi.
Oh, okay. So like daily wages, right? I do my diligent work 8 hours and I'm not paid. So as according to dharma, I should be paid. So I cannot like act as a tyagi there, right? I mean,
yeah. Now this is where it's a very good question. We have to be very clear. It does not matter whether we are paid, not paid. That is the money that is paid at the end of the 8 hours is the physical money for this particular life. But if I'm doing the activity, right, with attachment,
okay,
hating that, or liking it, attachment. If I am saying that I am doing it, this is my work, the result belongs to me, right?
Yeah.
Whether the result was finally paid or not, whether it is more than what I what I expected, less than what I expected, all that is immaterial. When I'm doing that activity as atyagi, I'm acquiring this result.
Okay.
That result is not same as that $100 I get paid at the end. Instead of $100, they pay me $1 million, and I have a I've done that activity with attachment, my result is not going to change because they paid $1 million. 100 or 1,000,000 is only having value in this life, right? I mean, has no value when we don't carry those $100 or $1 million at all after death. Somebody who worked so hard, earned so much money, and they pass away. How much do they carry? Every penny will be here only. Right? So those results, those pennies are, all dollars are the results here, right?
Okay.
So they don't carry beyond death. Now, there are certain results which are carried irrespective of death of this body. That is after death. So, so we have these results that are carried forward. They're acquired immediately, but they get carried even after death. And we experience the effects of those results. Like if it is desirable result, then we enjoy some time in heaven. If it is undesirable result, if we did something evil, then the result is going to be undesirable. And then we experience hell for some time. And if the result is mixed, we experience hell and heaven and then come back. So it is like that is not very important, like how much time and all those things. That is not the important thing here. What is important is to differentiate between the result that we acquire, that we think that we are acquiring here, like money that we are earning, salary, properties, and those are physical, material things, or immaterial things like praising, scoldings, all these things. Those are all the results. They are totally these results are totally irrelevant for us.
But suppose I'm not paid. Suppose I did my today's work and I'm not paid. But by thinking, or I did, but I'm not paid, will it affect in my next life? Or
no.
Should I, like, because I didn't say, oh, anyway, I did a service, they didn't pay, let it go. Because I cannot think like that, right? I'm a wage earner and I need that money, bread earner.
Yeah, so, if it is your duty, and for that duty you're supposed to be paid, right? Then you ask for that.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Giving up the result doesn't mean that I give up whatever I earned.
Okay. Yeah.
So that this result is not the actual money result that we are getting.
Right. Yeah.
So if I say that, okay, I need to give up the result, and let us say I earned $100. Now I want to give up the result. So then put those $100 in the hundi. That doesn't that doesn't take away the fact that we were attached to the to whatever we earned. My money I donated. If I think that way, that's gone. There's no point. I mean, of course, there is a desirable result there, that you did the good thing, right? That money is used for, let us say, in serving some people, serving the needy, or praying to Paramatma, all that. So it's a desirable, it's a good thing. It's not like it should not do that. But thinking that I did all the work with my hard-earned earnings, money, I am donating, because of me, they are able to run this organization. And they should be indebted to me.
Yeah.
Then we are atyagis there, right? We have we don't have kartrutva tyaga, we don't have the sangatyaga, we don't have the phalatyaga. So then we are acquiring one of these results, undesirable, desirable, or mixed result. So this is important point here. I mean, it's embedded. That knowledge is embedded with Swamiji's grace. We are able to get that. So if we understand this, then it becomes clear about this karmic bondage and the result that we are getting. What is giving up the result means? Giving up the result, the fruits. This is mine. Is the fruit? Like I need to enjoy. That is the thing that we have. We need to give that up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I need some benefit out of doing this activity. Should be given up. Okay, I did it as service. When you do it as service, then you don't expect anything, right? Like and of course, if they if they praise us, fine. If they don't praise us, also fine. It doesn't matter for us. As long, I mean, those results, actual results, they don't carry any weightage. They're only for this particular life only. Has nothing for us. 100 people praise us is not going to change our karmic bondage. I can pay, say, again, taking example of Bill Gates. He has so much money, he can pray, he can give to, 1,000 people, and then 1,000 people can start praying him every day, right? And for that purpose only, if he's giving the money, then those praises have no value beyond this life. In this life, it may give them happiness. Okay, but beyond, they're actually doing the activity as a atyagi. If we are doing it as a atyagi, we are acquiring the results that carry with us, irrespective of our body. It's very important. So everything else is with this body only. It ends with this body.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
I mean, you can go through this text. So basically, normal results. Normal results, I'm just calling it as normal because there is a result, both are results only, right? So normal results is what we see, what we feel, what we experience here, right? There are certain results that are carried forward, which we cannot see. There is no, like, 100, there's no units that we know of, right? We can't measure it. Those results we cannot measure. How much we got, how much time are we going to spend in Swarga or Naraka, or how many more lives that we got, because of this activity that we have. That's an unfortunate thing, right? So people try to do those things and with so much atyaga buddhi, and think that they're doing great. And they may be successful in this life, but they are getting bound forever. Okay. Sloka 13. Panchaitani mahabaho.
Panchaitani mahabaho.
Karanani nibodhame.
Karanani nibodhame.
Sankhye krutante proktani.
Sankhye krutante proktani.
Siddhaye sarvakarmanam.
Siddhaye sarvakarmanam.
Let's chant together.
Panchaitani mahabaho.
Karanani
nibodhame. Sankhye krutante proktani. Siddhaye sarvakarmanam.
So, Lord Krishna is, explaining for any work to be successful. Okay. What are all the things that go into it? In the next few slokas that we'll learn. Okay. So he's saying, I mean, the reason why he's going to talk about is will be linked to the previous slokas. Okay. So after we go through and then we'll link it again. So Pancha etani mahabaho karanani nibodhame. So mahabaho or Arjuna. Okay. Listen, learn from me, nibodhame. Pancha karanani. There are 5 reasons. Etani. There are 5 causes. Okay. For what? Siddhaya sarvakarmana. For the successful accomplishment or successful completion, or even to do, when we are doing any activity, for that activity to occur, for all the activities, for those activities to occur, accomplish, be successful, there are 5 causes. Pancha karanani. Okay. Where does it say? Sankhye krutante proktani. So it is declared in the reasoned conclusions of the Vedas. So again, as we there's a lot of commentary on this Sankhya krutante proktani. Basically, Lord Krishna is giving us this knowledge, whatever has been already given to us in Vedas, right? It is Vedic knowledge only is giving. Okay. So it is not like another Shastra, like Sankhya is another Shastra that is different from Vedas. That's whatever is in Vedas, whatever the conclusions that are given in Vedas, whatever information, sutras, conclusions, matter that is given in the Vedas, they declare that there are 5 causes for the accomplishment of any task, any work. Okay. Very simple. We'll come to know those 5 in the next sloka. Any questions on that? If not, we'll move to the, what are those 5? Sloka 14. Adhishtanam tatha karta.
Adhishtanam tatha karta.
Karanam cha pruthak vidham.
Karanam cha pruthak vidam.
Vividha cha pruthak chesta.
Vividha cha pruthak chesta.
Daivam chaivatra panchamam.
Daivam chaivatra panchamam.
Let's chant together.
Adhishtanam tatha karta.
Karanam cha
pruthak vidam.
Vividha
cha pruthak chesta.
Daivam
chaivatra panchamam.
So what are the 5 causes for any for the accomplishment of any work that we do? Okay. First one is adhishtanam. Adhishtanam is our body, the seat of action, our body. Second is karta. Okay. Karta is the true translation is actor, who is doing it, or doer or agent. Who is the Karta here? Now, can the body by itself do the work if we are not there in the body?
No.
No, right? A dead body cannot do the work.
Yeah.
So we have to be there. So that is so now there is another thing. So we need to be there, but we learned in the previous chapters that Atma is not the Karta. I mean, Atma by itself is not the cause of actions. What is actually the Karta?
When
God.
Prakriti.
Yes. So
When
the three gunas of Prakriti are the ones that are influencing us, or are instigating, motivating us to act in a particular way based on the guna, right? If you're Sattvic guna, people act in one way, Rajasic do in one way, and Tamasic will do in another way. And it's always a mixture. There's nothing that is pure Sattva, pure Rajas, or pure Tamas. So it is a mixture of the three. So we are influenced by the gunas that are coming from Prakriti. So Atma by itself in its pure form is not the Karta, but Atma that is attached to the three gunas, okay, is the Karta.
Yeah.
Okay. In chapter 3, sloka 27, 28, talk about that. Then chapter 13, sloka 20, it says, again, going through quickly, Prakriti, material nature, is said to be responsible for the actions of the body and the senses. Atma is said to be Atma is said to be responsible for experiencing of pleasure and pain. So that Atma is actually the experiencer, experiencing. But Prakriti is responsible for the actions of the body. That is sloka 20. And 13th chapter sloka 29 says, whoever sees all actions are being done by Prakriti alone, and likewise sees Atma as not the agent, that person really sees. Okay. So it is clear, right? Atma is itself, by itself is not the agent, but Atma under the influence of Prakriti is the agent. 31, sloka 31, chapter 13. O Arjuna, Atma, even while residing in the body, is imperishable as it is beginningless. It neither acts nor it is tainted, as it is free from the qualities Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. In 14th chapter, 19th sloka, it says, when one who has true vision, who is established in Sattva, perceives no agent of action other than the three gunas, and knows that Atma is superior to the gunas, that one attains my state. 14th chapter, 19th sloka. So it is very clear that Atma in its pure form obviously is not doing it, but Atma, which is under the, when it is attached to the Guna Sangha, right? Guna Sangha is the one that is giving it that reason why it is doing the work. So the gunas are the ones that are influencing or forcing the Atma, which is residing in the body, to act. So body is the one that is acting based on the gunas. But Karta is, gunas by itself, again, it's in nature. If the Karta is missing, Atma is missing in the dead body, again, it doesn't work, right? Doesn't do any work. So Atma should be there, and that is under the influence of the gunas. So we consider this as Atma. Okay. So we need to have a body body has an Atma in it in order for us to do any action. And then the third one is Karanam, right? So that is organs of action, karmendriyas, along with manas. So we need, in order for us to do the work, we need these karmendriyas, hands, legs, for example, right? And then vividha pruthak chesta. Chesta is 5 vital forces, okay, or 5 vital airs. Pancha pranas should be there in the body, working, let's say, the body is there, Atma is there, but it is in coma, right? Body has our hands and legs and everything, but or it is, we have health problem, some health problem, we are not able to move our hands and legs. So the 5 vital forces, prana is the life force, the breath. Apana, very quickly, right? Apana is the expelling force. Vyana is circulatory force. Samana is a digestive force, and Udana is uplifting force. So these 5 are essential for us. They need to be there in our body for us to be successful. None of them, they are not us. We are only here. Karta. Okay. And the 5th one is Daivam. Okay, God. Okay. So in order for the actions to be successful, in order for us to do the job, okay, we need all these 5. Okay, body, Atma inside the body. We need karmendriyas, including the mind, manas, that controls karmendriyas. We need the 5 vital forces, our body to function properly. And then we need Paramatma, Paramatma behind our body and our Atma to enable us to do the work. This is the most important. The 5th one is Daivam is the most important cause for us, for any action to be performed and any action to be successful.
I wonder why they mentioned, I know God is very important, right? In the list, the poem starts with other things other than God first, right? I wonder why. Like,
from top down, like what we see first. We see body first. Body is doing the action. Then body, Atma is there, and then karmendriyas.
Going for inner. Okay.
Yeah. Inner inside, first. Going in and in and in. Finally, Paramatma is there behind everything. Paramatma is behind all of this.
Yeah.
Because he said, I am the digestive force, right? So if he is not there, then we can't digest any food. So, or if we are digesting some food, that means Paramatma is there in us.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Or he is wishing that we need to digest. With his wish only, it is happening. Right. Of course, there is no place where Paramatma is not there. And I am eating, I am digesting food is wrong. So my digestion of food, let us say that is action. If we are thinking that is the action, for that to happen, all these 5 are needed.
But even the people, right, with the disabilities, they also acquire all the, like, for example, people are who can't see? I mean, because they are mentioning indriyas, karmendriyas.
Yeah, in order for that particular action, like let's say I need to do something. Let's say I want to play guitar, right? In order to play guitar, my hands are needed. Maybe legs are not needed. For that particular action, we definitely need whatever is the karmendriya associated with it, right? So we need to, for an action to be accomplished, there are multiple parties involved. That is what this sloka says. Okay. And the most important is Paramatma. Without his support, none of these actions would happen. Any action for any, that we do with any of the karmendriyas, none of them will happen if Paramatma is not there. I mean, Paramatma's, if Paramatma is not identified as a cause, if Paramatma is not there, then it will not happen at all. These are the 5 that has. So in case of organs, right, then there are multiple organs, different kinds of organs. Whatever is organ is needed, that should be there. That would be the cause. Others are not cause. Like, for example, playing guitar, legs are not the cause. Only the hand is a cause. But God is a cause always. For anything that we do, God is a cause. The Atma is the cause, because otherwise nothing works in the body, right? So, but in case of certain karmas, the related karmendriya should work, or the cause.
Okay.
Okay. 15 is related. So let us look at 15 also. Sloka 15. Sariravaং manobhiryat
Sariravaং
karma prarabhate naraha
Karma
prarabhate naraha
nyayam va viparitam va
nyayam va viparitam va
panchaite tasya hetavaha.
panchaite tasya hetavaha.
Let's chant together.
Sariravaং manobhiryate
karma
karma
prarabhate
prarabhate
naraha
naraha nyayam
nyayam
va
viparitam
viparitam
va
va
panchaite
panchaite
tasya
tasya
hetavaha. Sarira vang manobhihi. Sarira vang manobhihi. So that is with body, speech and mind. Yat karma prarabhate naraha. Whatever work one human starts to perform with sharira, vak, that is speech, and mind. Okay. Whatever we do, basically this is like whatever we do with our body, speech and mind. Nyayam va viparitam va, whether it is prescribed in scriptures or not prescribed in scriptures or forbidden in scriptures, whatever it is, whatever activities it is, pancha ete tasya hetavaha. These 5 are the causes of this work. Okay, so the 5 that we mentioned earlier are the causes for any work to happen, whether it is prescribed or not prescribed, whatever work we do with our body, speech, and mind, for anything that is started, for that, these 5 are the causes. Okay. So again, 16 is also related. Sloka 16. Tatraivam sati kartaram.
Tatraivam sati kartaram.
Atmanam kevalam tuyaha.
Atmanam kevalam tuyaha.
Pasyatyakrita buddhitvat.
Pasyatyakrita buddhitvat.
Na pasyati sadurmatihi.
Na pashyati sadurmatihi.
This should be na, okay?
Yeah.
It's a spelling mistake. Let's chant together. Tatraivam sati kartaram. Atmanam kevalam tuyaha. Pasyatyakrita buddhitvat.
Na
Na
pashyati
pasyati sadurmatihi.
Na pashyati sadurmatihi.
Okay. So, tatra evam sati. So, such being the case. So, like last 2 slokas, he mentioned about the 5 causes for any action to be accomplished. Anything that is started has those 5 causes, right? So, that being the case, tatra evam sati, that being such being the case, or in this manner, okay, yaha, whoever, pasyati, sees, whoever sees, kevalam atmanam kartaram, only the self as the actor or the doer, okay? Whoever sees the self as, only self as the kevalam, okay? Only the self, I am doing it. Whoever thinks that way, why do they do it? Akrita buddhitvat, due to not having knowledge or undeveloped intellect. So they do not have knowledge, proper knowledge, or they have undeveloped intellect, or they have incorrect reasoning faculty. I mean, basically they don't know, they don't understand, they don't have the intellect. They cannot they cannot think. Okay, so due to that, if they think that I am doing it, na pasyati, this is supposed to be na pasyati, not sees the other things. Not sees means not sees that there are the other 4 actors, right? Not just myself, but there are 4 other actors. Saha durmatihi, that person is having perverted mind. Okay, durmatihi. I mean, basically the person is not thinking straight. Okay, has a perverted mind. So always those 5 are the causes for whatever is started with body, speech, and mind, for whatever is accomplished by us. Those 5 are the causes. Now, thinking that I alone am the cause or the doer is not seeing the other four. That person has perverted mind. He does not have the proper understanding, or he does not have proper intellect. Buddhi is not there. Our Buddhi did not develop properly, or they don't, or it's perverted, as he said. So the fact doesn't change. There are those five are the causes, but one who thinks they are the only ones who are doing it, they don't have, their mind is perverted in simple terms. Okay, so 17 is also related. Let's look at that, and then we'll go back and link it. Sloka 17. Yasya naham kruto bhavo.
Yasya naham kruto bhavo.
Buddhir yasya na lipyate.
Buddhiryasya na lipyate.
Hatvapi sa iman lokan.
Hatvapi sa iman lokan.
Nahanti na nibadhyate.
Nahanti na nibadhyate.
Let's chant together. Yasya
Yasya
naham
naham
kruto
kruto
bhavo.
bhavo.
Buddhir yasya na lipyate. Hatvapi sa iman lokan. Nahanti na nibadhyate. Lord Krishna is saying that yasya na ahankritaha bhavaha. So one whose notion or feeling is not that I am the doer. Aham kritaha, I am the doer. Na bhavaha aham kritaha is I am not the doer. Okay, so if whoever who's thinking, feeling, or that I am not the doer, then he's saying buddhihi yasya na lipyate. Whose buddhi, whose intellect is not tainted. Lipyate, na lipyate, not tainted. Tainted means it is not tainted by the phala or sangha. So not tainted by the attachment to the results or to the work. Okay. If that, for that person, okay, saha, that person, okay, hatva api iman lokan, even if he kills, then these people, okay, iman lokan is worlds, you can say worlds or people or men. Okay, so Lord Krishna is there talking to Arjuna, right? So you can say that if imagine he's saying hatva api iman lokan, if he says, and he's showing that other, all those people in front of him. So he's saying, even if that person kills all these people, okay, nahanti is not considered a killer. Na nibadhyate is not bound by those actions. I mean, it's a very, very strong, I would say, direct way of saying. I mean, if somebody is just looking at it, and thinking that, oh my God, he's asking Arjuna to kill, and even if he kills, he's not a killer. That's not the point here. The point is that na ahankritaha, I am not the doer. We need to have that feeling. If I am not the doer, that means kartrutva tyaga. Buddhi yasya na lipyate. Sorry. So my buddhi is not tainted. That means I do not have the attachment to the results, attachment to the work. If I don't have those things, or that means I have falatyaga, sangatyaga, and katrutva tyaga. If I have that, even killing of these people in front of him, okay, for that, even if you do that, you are not considered as a killer. That means you are not doing that evil thing, and you are not going to be bound. So Arjuna is not going to be bound. So that means that the result, like, you can see that, somebody is hurt there, somebody, in that particular example, right? We can correlate it to our own examples later. So in that example, Arjuna is in chapter 1 is thinking, oh, I'm going to do all these things, so all this is going to happen, and I may go to hell, and he's thinking all those things when he said that. But based on everything that all the 18 chapters, and finally is now giving this message directly, saying that if you have that, if you are a tyagi, that means you are doing your prescribed duty, not out of your own wish. I want this kingdom. I want to enjoy this kingdom. Okay, for my own benefit. I am doing that work. Okay, I need to enjoy. My work alone can give me the successful result. I am the only doer in all these things. If you are thinking that way and doing it, then they will be binding. But if you are doing it as your duty, and as a tyagi, if you do it, then you are not considered as a killer. Means you are not doing the evil activity, and there won't be any result because you are atyagi, right? So the result is not going to be there. So it is neither desirable result nor undesirable result or mixed result. It is no result, so no binding at all. So our actions produce no results. If you do act as these things, as a tyagi. Got it? So if it is atyagi, then he would have got, like, if he was he wants to enjoy the kingdom, and he thinks he's great, he's the only one who can do it, and I want to I want to fight and then kill all these people and then get the kingdom, enjoy. Yes, let us say he's killing the bad people there only, right? I mean, Kauravas are hurting the society, they're bad. So he's doing that activity which is cleansing. He's doing his own duty. He's a Kshatriya, and he's doing his duty of killing the Kauravas who are bad. So, but if he is doing it as a atyagi, he would have got bound by that. But if you do it as a tyagi, Lord Krishna is saying that it will not bind you. Okay. So as a tyagi, no matter what we do, nothing binds us. Okay. So if we are a tyagi and we have to for our based on our duty, let us say we have to hurt somebody. Okay. that person is, let us say, a thief or a killer, whatever it is, and we have to punish that person. If I am Tyagi, my activity of punishing that person will not bind me. If I am not a Tyagi, I will acquire the result. Okay. So if I am a Tyagi, then I'm not attached. I do not hate that activity. So Arjuna should not be hating that activity, or neither hating the activity that he's doing nor being attached to it. He should do it as simply as his duty, as prescribed, and as a kartrutva, sangha, and phalatyagi. Any questions? So hopefully you understood, what is this desirable, undesirable result that carries with us, right? And if we are doing it as a tyaga buddhi, no matter what we do, it is as bad as, in case of Arjuna, he's telling, right? As Arjuna was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to kill all my own grandfather, my own guru. I'm going to get so much papam. No, it doesn't. The primary thing is that he should do it as a tyagi, then it will be fine. So thinking that something is going to, something is in it for me, I will enjoy, I will get something in this life or in future lives, then immediately it binds us. Any questions? We'll start with 18 next week. It starts with different concepts. So we'll start 18 next week.
Sure.
Shagar, any questions, Andy?
I think I'm good, but I have to listen to the recording. I missed a lot in the beginning. Probably next week, sir.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. Again, with Sri Swamiji's blessings, Chinnaja Swamiji's blessings, and Lord Krishna's blessings, we are able to continue.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hopefully next couple of months we should complete.
Yes, yes.
So if these 5 are the reasons, just one question I will ask and see if you're able to. So if we do any activity, then who should, Who should share the result? Or I will put it in other words. So God is there. I think this is a kind of question a lot of people ask. One person did bad work, and God is also one of the causes. How can God let that person do bad work? Should God get the papam also?
No,
As
sir.
part of that, the share of that.
It's all our prarabdham. We are the only responsible.
Right.
Prarabdham, yeah.
It's based on the previous janmas bad karmas. It continues, and that's the reason he does the bad things. It's actually not any bad karma or good karma because of God, I believe. That's up to us. God just God doesn't give any. He's equal to anything or anybody. That's what I understood. Maybe we are not right.
Something you said was a little bit thing. So you mentioned that because of previous janma only we are doing bad karma. Like whatever we are carrying from previous janmas, only because of that we tend to do bad karmas in this life. That need not be true.
We can do bad things too. Yeah.
So we have tendencies that are carried from previous janmas. So vasana, like whatever guna that we acquire in this life, based on that guna, we are going to get the next life, right? And whatever karmas we did, in order to experience that karmic bondage, we get the corresponding, our janma will be determined, and our karmas in the next life will also be accordingly, right? I mean, if I am Satvik, I will take birth in a Satvik family. All that was given earlier. So my previous janma and the gunas that I'm attached to in the previous janma gave me this janma. Okay. And the karmas that I'm experiencing, let's say I did some bad thing or good things there. Based on that, whatever karmic bondage I had, I'm experiencing in this particular life. Okay. So that is true, but whatever I do in this particular life, I have the freedom to do whatever I wish. I can try to be a good person, do good things, follow all the scriptures, the Panchamahayagnas, or even taking a birth in a family, Sattvic family. I can be just ignoring all those five Panchamahayagnas and hurting other people and all that. And I will be successful doing that also. I mean, I will be successful in the sense, I need to explain that. That is where when somebody is able to do that and they become successful, then whose fault it is? Do we blame God or do we blame that person? So how much is our our input into that bad thing, and how much is God's input into that bad thing? Or even good thing. So if I do something really good, then without God's support, I cannot do that. So then shouldn't God get all the credit? Actually, the person who is doing the activity and understands the Bhagavad Gita will always do it as service to God and always give up the results to God only. But if they are giving to themselves, that is when they acquire the the desirable result. That is, they acquire the Swarga, they have to experience and come back. But if we are doing something bad, why did God let that happen? So we have, in our life here, we have the freedom. Our will is there. Our will, God does not take away. Or, I want to do a particular activity. That is the will that I have. And that is independent of, that is specific to me, not God does not force me to do that. Okay, if that is the case, then why, if the will is also God's force, then why did God force Hitler to have a will to kill 10 million people, and somebody else to have a will to support, some few people? So it's not God who is forcing anybody to have a particular will. The Atma that is embodied, that has the will. Then it is that will, and then they try to do any activity that is approved by God. So the energy to do the approved, in the sense, it's not like a form where they'll fill and then God will say approve. It is I wish that I need to do something good. Okay, that is my own. Now, whatever the task that happens during the task and the result that occurs, everything is supported by Paramatma only. Okay, so if the will is good, it is we get a good we get good result, because Paramatma support is there to do those activity. If the will is not good, then whatever happens after that, again, without Paramatma support, nobody, not a single blade of grass will move. So he would let that happen. Okay, but there could be a time when he is going to not let that happen also. So it is not like yes, I have my full freedom to have whatever will I want, and I'll be able to do every activity without God's support. It's not like that. God always has to support us. Okay, but certain things he will, based on our karmic bondage that we have, and based on the people that we are surrounding with and all that, whether we will be able to complete that activity or not complete the activity. For doing the activity, it is always Paramatma who is supporting us throughout. Okay, so somebody who is doing evil, typically they will do evil for their own purpose. Otherwise they will not do anything evil. Unfortunately, that is the thing. So even if they take God's name to do it, it is for their own purpose only. Then only it is called evil. Otherwise, it will become duty. Like Arjuna's duty is to take care of, eliminate evil from the society. So he had to fight in that war and kill people because they were bad for the society. But he was doing it, he was doing his duty to eliminate bad from the society, not for his own, right? So we always have a will, irrespective of what happened in our past lives, that our will is there always. But based on the karmic bondage, we learn, right? Like if my will is to do meditation for 6 hours, for example, if I'm carrying karmic bondage a lot, it becomes difficult for me. So I need to clear my karmic bondage in order to be able to sit for 6 hours and do the meditation. Otherwise, I keep thinking my mind will go on 100 places. So we need to do our, clear the karmic bondage, then we will be successful. Okay. So in order to clear the karmic bondage, we have to follow karma yoga. We have to do our duties, exactly what we learned in, 3rd chapter and other chapters, and now in 18th chapter. We have to do the activities as Tyaga. Then we are not acquiring new karmic bondage, and we are clearing the old karmic bondage. Then we'll be able to succeed in going to the next level of, doing the meditation, doing the worship and all that without being dragged down by our karmic bondage.
It reminds me, I had read some time ago in one of the books. I think, don't fear God, fear karma is what it said, right? God will forgive, God may forgive, God can forgive, but karma will not forgive, meaning you have to go through that cycle.
Yes. Yeah.
It makes me think also, right? So God is so much loving, supreme consciousness, right? We are subordinates. No matter how much we are learning, we are doing anything, we can never be equal, never ever, right, to Krishna or super consciousness.
Right.
So, yeah. So, but again, if it's sunny outside, it's sunny everywhere, right? I mean, given place, given person where they live, given time, God never says, okay, you know what? Oh, Rupa is walking outside and there's somebody else is walking. Because of Rupa's good karma, I will give her sunshine. But somebody else is walking also, but I'll not give sunshine. It's not like that, right? We all have opportunities. God is like treating everybody equal, right? But again, if I fall down when I'm walking, again, it could be of various things I did, right? I don't know. Sometimes a lot of things I keep thinking, reoccurring in my mind. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, rightly said. Like, somebody has greater abilities than us, right? So in spite of our, great wish, if we are, we got this particular body, let us say it is inferior compared to another person who got a better body. I mean, just physical comparison I'm just doing. They will be able to be successful easily compared to us. If let us say, we compete. So based on my baggage, what I have, I got this body with this kind of abilities that I can show. And another person, based on their karmic bondage, they got another body with greater abilities. So they will be able to, if the will is exactly same, the other person will be able to will be successful. And for both of us, God is only helping, supporting, but I am limited by my body, right? So like, for example, God is supporting birds also, but birds cannot be like humans. They're limited by their bodies. Same way within humans also, like we are limited by our own bodies that we got based on our past karmas. So God does not come into picture in determining, oh, this person should win, this person should not win, like that. He supports everybody, but depending on our karmic bondage and our efforts also, like if you have the will, but if you don't put any effort, we are not going to be successful. Okay, so those are the things. Yeah, do we need to fear our karmic bondage? I mean, like, we understand that we have karmic bondage, but I think the fear will go away after. I mean, there's nothing to fear because we don't have any expectations, right? So fear comes only with expectations. So if we just let us say true karma yoga, no expectations at all, do our duties, then it doesn't matter how much karmic bondage we are carrying. Because the karmic bondage, let's say I want to compete in 100 meters run, and I do my duty of practicing. I participate. I may not win because of my karmic bondage. Because my body is not capable of running 100 meters. So if I don't win, and then I blame my karmic bondage because of that I didn't win, then it's an issue. Then I'm not following the karma yoga. So knowing that concept of karmic bondage didn't really help me. Now, if I have the karma yoga concept and know that, and if I'm practicing it, I put in my effort, participate, and leave the result. Or I mean, whether it is good or bad, it is not because of me, right? Again, that example of like if I want to stop the car, I can press the brake, but whether the car will stop or not is not just because I press the brake. There are so many things that are involved, and finally the car is stopping only because of the friction between the tire and the road. So that, which is not, I didn't invent that. I didn't do anything to do it, have the friction or not have the friction. So I may not be successful, or I may be successful. When I'm successful, I don't think it is just because of me. When I'm not successful, I don't blame myself, and I take whatever is the result. And if we go to that level, then karmic bondage doesn't bother us, and then it will clear those karmic bondages, and we'll go to the next step. Either in the same life or in the future lives, we'll go to the next step of taking better births. Maybe I will become a devata, right? Deva Manusha Tiryak Stavara. So we are in the Manusha stage. We can go to the Deva stage also. Any other questions? No? Okay. So 14th is Gita Jayanti Day, and there may be an online chanting of Bhagavad Gita, entire Bhagavad Gita 18 chapters. If I find the link, I'll send you the link.
Is it day, sir? Daytime?
And I think it will be evening 6:30, if I'm right. 6:30 Eastern time, 6:30 to 8:30 or something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. If time permits, please participate.
Sure.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Let's conclude the concluding prayer. Kayena vacha manasendriya vabhyaatmana vabhuddhya svabhavat karomya sakalam
Narayaya iti samarpayami. Srimanarayana iti samarpayami. Sarvam Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Om
Asmadgurubhyo namaha.
Jai Srimanarayana.
Jai Srimanarayana.
Srimanarayana, sir.
Thank you, Andy.
Jai
Thank you.
Srimanarayana.